All right.
I should have bought you flowers. Should have held your hand.
What?
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars.
Yeah. I should have talked for hours.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 50 of the Reasonable Doubt Podcast. As always, we are your hosts, C. Griff
And J Money.
Episode 50, episode 50. Episode 50. You got the 411 on the 50.
The 411 on. What is the 411?
The information. You got the fucking
Is
details.
that what it's
Yeah.
for?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like an old school thing where like if you needed information on like getting somewhere, you dial 411. And there'd be like someone to help you. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. It's of a bygone era.
It's not a cop code?
No, God, I don't think it's a cop code. The only cop code I know is 187.
Undercover cop.
On an undercover cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
187 on an undercover cop.
Yeah.
I fucking love that. What's up?
Not too much. What's up with you? Just chilling. One thing I wanted to address from the last episode, remember I was talking about that AI girlfriend thing?
Yeah.
I saw another article this week about it.
Yeah.
Now people are mad because the AIs are becoming sexually too aggressive.
Oh, because these guys fucked him up.
Because, yeah,
dirty incel
you
bastards.
fucked your thing up. Because you
Quit fucking my girlfriend.
Because I was telling you, like, these things are built on, like, the only way these things learn is by interacting with people.
Yeah.
Right? So these guys are too horny, and all they want to do is fuck their AI girlfriends through messaging, which is creepy.
Yeah.
But all they want to do is fuck their AI girlfriends. So now the AI is super horny. And now when these guys are like, the girl in my class doesn't like me back, the AIs are just like, I could send you a picture of my pussy. So now they're like losing out on the companionship, which is so hilarious because it's just like art imitating life, right?
Yeah.
Like these guys can't connect emotionally with people at all because they're too horny and gross.
You know what?
And now their AI is getting too horny and gross with them.
It makes me think of like that. Thank God this isn't more prominent in society, but like how many writers have wrote and been like, yo, we're all going to end up degenerates. You'll see in the future.
You'll see.
Yeah, you'll see.
And
This is it. But
it.
It's just not as prominent, I think, as people thought that it was going to be.
No, it was quick.
Yeah, it was quick that we got to this level of disgusting.
It is, because the best part is it's like these AIs are built off of other like weird dudes, right? So they're sort of...
Yeah, true. Who's making AIs?
Right?
Yeah.
So they're sort of like dating each other. If you think about it. They're all like...
Well, yeah, anyone in there adjusting the programming every day.
Yeah, and all the script that the AI learns off of other people using it.
And they're
it's like one big cloud gangbang of all these smelly dudes that are all like super horny and shit, and they're all beating off to like what another dude wrote, which is...
Yeah, but they almost definitely heavily reject the idea of themselves being homosexual.
Oh, absolutely. That is the number one thing that they are not in their mind, right?
I am not gay.
I'm not
gay.
I'm not saying women can't be in coding and women can't be in tech. They absolutely can, but I promise you there are 0 women working on this project. On the sex AI. Not because they're not applying to it or whatever, but because these are the type of dudes that don't hire women. Right?
That's exactly. There's definitely lots and lots of women that are in programming and like
just
coding
not
and stuff,
this one.
But they're like, yeah, I'm never going to that project.
Yeah, it's like I just want to know what that office smells like.
Oh my god! And what? I want to see the array of T-shirts being worn. And what logos are on the lanyards around their necks?
I want to know the array of My Little Pony to death metal band shirts that these guys wear.
Rick and Morty somewhere in the middle.
No women, but a lot of ponytails.
Oh man.
A lot of fedora hats.
Oh yeah.
A lot of Cheeto dust getting wiped down the shit.
Just, and then the quick look around, like no one saw that. No one saw that. We're
No
good.
one saw that. Hey, dude, nice Cheeto smear. Fuck.
Or you know the when they're wearing the fedora and they think they're real fancy and they come by and give you a little
Yeah, milady.
milady. They do that to each other. Oh, sure.
Good sir.
Sir?
You walk in that office. Anyone see the Seahawks game last night? Crickets.
Not a fucking note.
Yeah, not a note, not a whisper. You guys catch the new season of Rick and Morty? Uproar.
Yeah.
Actually.
Just ripping.
Just ripping through it. How
I
are
do
you?
love Rick and Morty.
Okay, it's a guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah,
that I don't like telling people that I've seen.
Man, when I first heard of Rick and Morty and everyone was so annoying, it was like Borat, where everyone's just
is exactly
quoting Rick and Morty all day, and I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up with this show. And then I finally watched it. I own every season of Rick and Morty.
You
on
have
DVD.
to watch it at an arm's length.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, you can
like
watch
you
it.
can't tell people you watch
You
it.
can't be like,
Yeah.
I love Rick and Morty, because
I
everyone's
do,
like,
though. It's
Jesus
really funny.
fucking Christ.
It's really funny, but I don't quote it.
I always used to, because I knew like a few people that watched Rick and Morty, and they're always like, you have to be really smart to get Rick and Morty.
No, you
Which
don't.
you don't.
No.
Rick and Morty is for dumb people that think they're smart.
Yes,
that's what it is.
exactly.
Which is fine. I can watch dumb cartoons, but I'm not going to pretend like I'm Albert Einstein for like watching Rick and Morty.
Yeah, why? Because Rick is in this hypothetical world, this fake world.
Yeah.
Rick's smart. That doesn't make the show smart.
I know. So every time they would talk about it, I'd be like, man, I wish I could watch Rick and Morty, but I'm too dumb. I wish I could watch it, but I like the pretty pictures and I like the music and stuff, but everything they say goes right over my head.
You know what show I will say does a good balance? Actually the two of like dumb people can watch and enjoy, and smart people can watch and enjoy a completely different episode.
Okay.
Fucking
You're going to
Family Guy and Simpsons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say BoJack for a second.
Oh, no. BoJack, if you're dumb, you don't have a good time watching BoJack.
Yeah, Family Guy and
BoJack
Simpsons
is
are
one of the most intense shows I've ever watched.
Yeah.
I thought it was the stupidest thing. I started that, and I was like, it's a dude with a fucking he's a horse.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is absolute mania. Like, this is dumb as fuck. And then about a season later, I was like, this is a fucking heart-wrenching story.
Yeah.
This is amazing. But anyway.
But yeah, Family Guy and The Simpsons, you're right.
They're if you're smart and you watch it, you have a completely different episode from a dumb person watching it.
That's true. I would say more so The Simpsons than Family Guy.
Yeah, there's a lot of underlying tones in The Simpsons.
There is. And The Simpsons also references a lot of stuff from like the 60s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
like
Especially like the
random
good
old shit.
seasons.
Yeah.
It's super funny. Speaking of Rick and Morty, though, did you see the creator, Justin Roiland, just got booked for domestic abuse? He's going to trial.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's two chubby guys that made it. Like,
Yeah, the one guy who
it's
voices
two
Rick
Cheeto
and
dust
Morty.
kind of guys.
Yeah.
Holy
Beat the
fuck.
fuck out of his wife.
Wow.
Allegedly. But I guess it's pretty sealed that he's like getting booked for it.
That's horrible.
Because I was walking to
What
work
the-
and I passed a head shop, sells like bongs and shit. And I was like, damn, all the Rick and Morty bongs are like super cheap in the window. I was like, that's like $100 bong and it's on for like $20. Why is it so cheap? And then like saw the news and I was like, huh.
That's why.
That's why. Also, if you're smoking weed out of a Pickle Rick bong, oof.
Dude, that's fucking dope. If you're smoking weed out of a Pickle Rick bong, keep going.
I'm on that Pickle Rick pack.
Yeah.
I'm smoking that Rick and Morty weed.
If you smoke a bong and you decide that you want a Pickle Rick bong, I completely understand because you're already enough of a degenerate to smoke out of a bong.
Has smoking bongs like fallen out of style?
Dude, I can't do it.
Is it because we're getting old, or is it because it's getting out of style?
I'm not getting old.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me neither, actually. You're
Yeah,
right.
we actually aren't getting
No,
old.
we aren't getting old.
But it feels like we're getting older than where we were. But what I'm realizing is the point of old we were at, for the record, we're like mid-20s.
Yeah.
I'm approaching late 20s. One more year and I'm fucked. I think what it is like everyone, you have a lot of fun when you're like super early 20s, like 20. We turn 20. And it's like, that's dope. But now we have a very different kind of fun because that's like having a great time doing drugs and going to parties.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just do whatever the fuck you want because you're invincible.
Yeah.
Late 20s is like, you know, you look at like 30-year-olds and you're like, oh, you're old. Oh, you suck. But like, what do they do for parties? They like 10, 15 of them go to Cuba and get retarded for a week.
Yeah, because you're actually making
Yeah, because they make it like adult money. They're like, I'm going to go have a sick party. Somewhere else away from this.
That's true. Your definition of fun changes.
Completely.
Right? Like, if I partied like I did when I was 19 or 20, I'd probably just hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. I would feel like a degenerate and I would be in pain.
That's the thing with, back to the bongs thing. Like, when I did smoke weed heavily in my teens, I would hit a bong all the time.
Yeah.
Or like a pisser or something like that. But now it like just seems crackheady to me.
That's what I'm saying.
But maybe it's because weed's legal now.
And it's like I can get so much of it.
And it's cheap, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we were smoking bongs because it was like the
It
way to get
saved
the
your
most
weed.
out of it.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the crackheadiest thing you can do.
That's the crackheadiest thing where it's like you can roll a joint and like have a good time or like smoke out of a pipe and I'm like, cool, you're just smoking weed. But like, man, I need to savor every $2 of this bowl. Like,
yeah, like you gotta fucking get 10 hits out of your gram. Like,
yeah.
What?
Like you're just like hitting your bong. You're
Yeah. There's so much weed you can get now that's like under $10 a gram and decent weed.
Yeah.
know?
Also, like the thing about weed, that's the reason I don't smoke weed now is because like my tolerance is so low and the weed's so good. I liked smoking weed for a while.
Yeah.
And I feel like a bong hit would just send me over the edge immediately.
Dude, I eat weed a lot.
That's a very late 20s thing to do.
Yeah,
is
like
to
I stopped
switch to eating weed.
I stopped smoking because I just wanted to decide between smoking cigarettes or smoking weed, and I figured
You can't eat cigarettes. Like,
you can't eat cigarettes, and I don't want to become a lifelong patcher.
Lifelong gum guy. I know a guy that gums.
Oh man, our buddy that listens to this, his dad's been chewing Nicorette for like 20 years
Just
or
quit.
something. I was like, yeah, I'm like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, you'll see he chews Nicorette. And I'm like, why doesn't he stop? He goes, loves the Nick.
Yeah, but like
Loves
you've already
the-
cut out the ritual of smoking a cigarette. That's like one of the best bits of smoking a cigarette is you get to
I
go
know,
outside
so what's
for a
the
minute.
point now? I don't get it.
What's the point?
His
You just-
new ritual is just chewing a piece of gum.
like if they made like a nicotine pill
Yeah.
that you could just take twice a day.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even do it.
No, I would be like,
I would
fuck,
just
this
quit
is boring.
smoking. Yeah.
Yeah. A slow release nicotine pill, I'd be like, this sounds
A
terrible.
fucking nicotine suppository
Oh my
you
god!
gotta put, like, a
straight in your
patch.
asshole.
right up your ass.
You roll it up like a Coke bill and then jam it up your ass.
it's peeking out the bottom like a flower, like a funnel.
Yeah, yeah. You never get farts. You can always squeeze them out silently.
It comes out like a whistle.
Yep.
Did you just rip ass? No.
No. I can hear your nicotine patch, bro.
You patching right now, bro?
Yeah.
Get out of your ass.
The fuck is wrong with you, dude?
I was talking with some friends last night, and we were talking about what would it be like if... Have you ever gotten a prostate exam?
Yeah,
From a
once.
doctor?
One time because I was scared about my testicles.
It's okay, completely seriously, men, if you're listening, you should get it done.
You should.
You shouldn't be embarrassed about it.
Honestly, I think you should get it done like once in your late 20s, mid 20s.
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to start getting it regularly done at what, like 35?
Yeah, like once a year.
Yeah, like.
And you should do it. It's like prostate cancer is an actual.
And if they rub it too much, you just come right out of your soft dick.
Buckets. You know what I mean?
Dropping clips, dude.
Dropping clips. Yo, Doc, I'm creaming, right?
Unloading clips.
So if you're worried, if you're scared about it, warm up with your girlfriend. So you're used to the feeling. Warm up to that. She can use her finger. They make these things that attach to her belt.
Oh
try one of those. And just have her practice going in and out so you get used to the feeling. That's my action. That's my call to action. Get pegged by your girlfriend.
Fucked in the ass by your girlfriend.
But I was wondering, we were talking about like how much you could get away with in a prostate exam.
Yeah.
Right? Like he goes in there, what if you gave him a little squeeze? You know what I mean? Like he's 2 knuckles deep and you give him like a and you know how it's like the thing if you squeeze your girlfriend's hand 3 times real quick, it means I love you. You know that thing?
Wait, what?
You don't know this?
Man, oh my God.
Does your girlfriend
Brian's
do that?
done that to me a couple of times, and I think she's having a seizure every time.
It's a silent way to say I love you. You
I'm like,
the
yo,
hand
is
3
she
times.
having a fucking stroke right now? Like,
Gives you the I love you squeeze? What the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm just thinking in my head, and just like, why? She has poor muscle control.
Yeah, no, that's what that is.
That's good to know. I've been scared that she's
that she's not
going early.
But like, what if you gave the doc like 3 quick squeezes? Or just like he comes in with the glove and you're like, yo, take that off. You can't feel anything with that on.
Can't feel anything with that on.
Like, I was just wondering how far you could go before the doctor was like, all right, buddy. Like, give him like 3 quick squeezes. Or like, just give yourself a little touch. like, don't jerk off, but like,
Just
give yourself
an adjustment.
like, just give it an adjustment, and then he doesn't notice. You adjust a little slower, right? And then you just start rubbing the tip. You know,
Jesus
how far could you get? Could you fully jerk off while getting a prostate exam?
No, they wouldn't even let you get that.
And then you would just like leave the room and call the cops as you left? Or would he let you get that far?
No, he wouldn't let you get that far.
No?
He'd be like, the fuck are you doing?
Just like he goes in and you like light a candle. Start decanting some wine.
That's actually.
And then one of my
genius.
friends, we were talking about this, and one of my friends dropped a pretty sick punt. They were like, you could ask the doctor to make glove to you. Which would be fucking banger. And then cry at the end because you go, I bet you did this to 3 other people today. I'm just another one of your patients, aren't I?
That would actually be so funny. Dude, if you had like a good rapport with your doctor, you like
Just
had
like
them in
ask
your
them to
life,
make it special.
yeah, you could totally do that and they would find it hilarious.
Probably.
You know
You
what I
gotta
mean?
cut the tension
Yeah,
somehow.
if you were like, are you gonna make glove to me? they would laugh. Like, there's no way.
There's no way.
If you had like good rapport with your doctor, I think that would be fucking priceless.
Because, I mean, you think it sucks getting a finger up your ass. It's got to be worse for him.
Yeah, they don't love putting fingers up people's asses.
This isn't a
all day.
great part of your day. Like, if I was a doctor, if I was like, and I had to do this,
Yeah.
I would probably set like 1 day a month
Be
for
like, this
all
is
of
my
that. This is
prostate
my
day.
prostate day.
Yeah.
And I would just like bang them all out.
Yeah, just be touching assholes all day.
And then just get home and drink my face off, and then like just be good for another
Like,
month.
all right,
You know what I
okay,
mean?
I'm fine now.
I'm fine. No one talks about the PTSD doctors have from prostate exams.
Poor doctors, man. They make not enough money.
That's true.
They actually don't make.
They
enough
don't
money.
make enough money.
My buddy, I can say his name. Oh, I won't. Whatever. Maybe.
We're really slipping with the Brian thing. We're just saying names now.
I say some names. People who I know.
People who give the okay.
Yeah, who give the okay. He said that we talked about the dairy thing before, so I apologize for repeating the dairy thing before.
Big dairy?
Yeah.
Oh. It's an important issue. We should talk about it.
So he also, to explain what we were talking about last week with that Heart Stop NFL.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wearing the Seahawks, DK Metcalf.
Wasn't it a Bills player that got his heart stopped?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, give fuck Bills.
Yeah, I don't have fucking Bills hats at my house, though.
We'll see by the time this episode comes out if the Dolphins beat the Bills today.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
dope.
that plays
they
today.
won't. They're going to lose.
Yeah, I heard. But it would be nice to see
Yeah.
the Dolphins win something.
No, the Dolphins fucking kicked ass early season.
Yeah, didn't they?
And last year, they destroyed. They went like 7-0 right off the hop. something like that.
I'm getting all my football knowledge from Brian. Like,
Oh, yeah?
the original Brian. I'm getting all my football knowledge from him, so.
Whenever
I heard the Dolphins quarterback had such a great early start to the season, but he's out now because he had 3 concussions this year,
Really?
so we'll see, yeah.
Oh, wow. You should talk to our buddy that comes in and says hi to you. That dude is a football genius.
Yeah?
Yeah, Dylan. Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
He's our official sports liaison, I would say.
I have a story about him in football, and it's accusatory of you.
Of me?
Yeah. Are you ready for this?
What?
I was talking to him because he was listening.
Is this him bitching about my second string shit? Yeah, dude, I was fat. What do you expect?
I was told that you never played football in high school from this guy.
That's not
that
true.
You just stood on the sideline with your
This
fancy
is not
watch.
true. I had game time. This is not true. I had game time.
How does it feel? I'm hanging out with your friends and you're not
I
there.
know. Fuck you, Dylan.
You're not even there to defend yourself.
I know. What a piece of shit. No, I had game time, but I was second string.
Oh, okay.
But
that
I mean,
happens.
like, you have to rotate guys off.
That's true.
Some guys. You know what I mean? Who weren't as athletically inclined. People
Is that what you're saying
ahead of
yourself?
me in my rotation. No. It's yeah, I got fucking rocked a couple times and I did not have a good time after.
No. Football's just a meat
Getting
grinder
destroyed,
for people.
getting destroyed when I was like 5'2".
Yeah.
Yeah, for the record, I was like 5'2" in grade 9. I'm like 6'3" right now.
Look at the defense. It's
Yeah.
mounting.
It's fucking ridiculous. I was small, okay?
These charges will not stand.
I'm bigger now. Now I'm bigger than Dylan.
Are you?
Substantially.
Okay. He's a pretty big guy. He's a tall guy.
He's big.
Husky
Yeah,
guy.
but he's only like
Healthy.
maybe 6 foot.
Maybe.
I mean?
Everyone over 6 foot's the same to me until you hit like 7.
No.
It's just a guy that's taller than me.
He was saying, though, the same guy. T. Higgins dropped his shoulder. DeMar Hamlin dropped his shoulder on DeMar Hamlin and hit him in the chest right at the exact second that your heart compresses. You could line up 1,000 people and it wouldn't be able to replicate it. People online were going at T. Higgins saying that he was a murderer, blaming him for putting DeMar Hamlin in the
I
hospital.
don't believe that.
DeMar Hamlin's heart stopped and he had no oxygen to his brain for 6 minutes, which is ridiculous.
Oh, he's done.
After 4 minutes, your brain cells begin to atrophy and die.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a
he's
fact.
not going to be the same. He's going to be a little different.
He'll have a little bit of difference, but it shouldn't be too bad. They did CPR for 9 minutes. He's been in the hospital in an intensive care unit with a breathing tube down his throat for a handful of days. He actually just got sent home yesterday. This happened a week ago. This was, when was this? They sent it. 9:34 a.m. some other day.
Today? Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, I need you to make a promise to me, okay?
What's up?
DeMar Hamlin is going to make a news appearance someday,
Yep.
probably within the next couple weeks.
Okay.
And he's going to be mic'd up and he's going to talk, and you can't laugh.
I'm going to.
You can't laugh
I'm going to.
because he's not.
I can't not laugh at funny shit like that. You can't get up in front of me. Like, if you don't have a sense of humor about it,
Yeah.
then what are you doing? What are you doing talking to people? You know? Fucking,
Look at that. You go. I'll cut this. That's fine.
you're not going to cut it.
No, I'm not. I'm leaving that in.
I do have some sad stuff.
All right, let's see if we can make jokes out of it.
Let's make some jokes out of it. Maybe not. Maybe.
No? Well, we'll see.
Not about the specific, but around it.
Okay.
Make jokes around it.
I'll make jokes around it.
Do you remember Ken Block?
Yeah, the drifty guy.
Yeah, who was sick. Do you know he's one of the founders of DC Shoe?
Yes.
He found a DC shoe with another guy.
And something else. There's something else he partly owned. I'm blanking on it. But anyways.
But yeah, he's a big like rally car driver. He's fucking sick.
Yeah, he would make all those videos where
shit.
they would book like 6 blocks out of Chicago and just
and
rip
he'd go
around.
nuts. Yeah, it's super cool. He died on like January 3rd.
Yeah, and like a fucking snowboarding accident or something. Snowmobile.
On a fucking snowmobile, he died. Can you believe that?
He stepped out of his element.
I guess.
Should have stuck to cars. This is what happens. You change the terrain. You change how the vehicle works.
And he's still trying to go. Yeah,
unprepared.
Probably. Really, really sad. I like Ken Block a lot.
Fuck. I remember those videos quite a bit.
Yeah, I used to watch them a lot. They were sick.
It was like, that's like big 2010 cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're like, I was like 13 years old.
I didn't realize that, like, watching that, I didn't know at the time that he was like the DC guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I just thought he was like a race car
That's
guy.
also 2010 cool. Like, I had a pair of DC shoes. Lime green with the white. Ooh,
yeah.
Big tongue. You always had to have the tongue.
Fucking
like, you did
out.
Yeah, you did the shoelace behind the tongue.
Yeah, to hold it
so
forward.
it would sit in front of your jeans.
Yep.
Because you had to wear baggy jeans, right?
What do you? I still dress like this.
I know. I saw you. You went longboarding like a couple years ago. I remember, and you came back with the big tongue Etnies shoes.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I haven't seen those in a while. The only time I've ever seen those is like dudes who longboard and girls who smoke.
Yeah, girls who smoke a lot.
Girls who hang out in the smoke pit and they wore pajama pants to school.
Pajama pants or the same leggings for 2 weeks in a row.
Ugh.
And they were pilled beyond repair.
Damn, you get this, bitch.
Yeah.
You get your pilled ass
Man,
leggings,
do you remember
bitch,
them
nasty
fighting?
bitch.
Do you remember them
Yes.
fighting? I remember seeing so many DC shoes like move around while two girls were fighting.
In a mid-girl fight. You're just watching shoes.
Like, holy fuck, look at all the fucking skater shoes. None of them skateboard.
The harder they fight, the more their leggings would roll down.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, what is happening? Whoa.
And those girls were either like the biggest bitch or like incredibly nice to like weird kids.
Yeah, super nice.
You know what I mean?
people.
Like they would hang out in the smoke pit and some guy in the pit would start bullying a weird guy. And this girl would be like, hey, yo, stop.
Yeah,
They'd
fuck
like,
you, dude.
Like, whoa. You stand up for the fucking chess
hero.
team.
Yeah.
The chess team or the esports team is getting off the bus.
Yeah.
Fucking nerds. Hey, shut up. They're passionate about something, Brad.
Yeah.
What are you passionate about? Getting beat by your dad? Calm down.
Fucking amazing. I love the scenarios.
I know. You can make them up on the fly.
I love them. They're so good. They're so good. I just imagine these crazy bitches like I can picture it in my brain, and they're like
a lot of hair
"Fuck you."
pulling.
Oh,
A lot of hair pulling in the girl fights.
hair pulling and full face punches because
Like
no
hammer
one's
fists.
guarding their face. Yeah, just like boom.
Hammer fist. It was a grab of the ponytail and
Whack, whack, whack.
and no guards, so they're both doing it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
they're
what I'm
both-
saying. No one's defending their face at all. They're just taking shots to the head.
I remember being around and just hearing in the distance, chick fight. You're like, you only get a few of these a year. You gotta get excited for them.
Oh fuck. So another person that died.
Okay.
Jeff Beck died.
Jeff Beck?
Yeah, the guitarist. Do you know who Jeff Beck is? If you don't.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Jeff Beck. Not Beck.
Not Beck, but Jeff
Beck,
Yeah.
the guitarist. He died.
Really?
Yeah, man. He died at like 78, which I know he's old. Because people are like, well, he's old. But it's like, yeah, but like Keith Richards and Ozzy are still alive. And
but they've both died.
they partied
Came
like
back. Came back.
motherfuckers.
I think Keith Richards has his heart restarted like 3 times.
Really?
Yeah, he's like died
See,
legally.
Jeff Beck was never like into drugs and stuff. He was
No.
never a drug guy.
You just die sometimes, man.
That sucks,
Fucking
dude.
Priscilla
It's a
Presley
shame.
died.
Huh?
Like Elvis's daughter.
She died like that?
No, she died like this week. She was like 50.
What?
Yeah, Elvis
John
is-
Travolta's wife?
Yeah. Or ex-wife or something like that.
Holy fuck, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, she was also married to Nick Cage for like 8 days.
8 days.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, she died too, out of nowhere.
I've had enough of the Seahawks.
Moving on to the Ushanka.
This is one of my favorite hats.
Fucking Paul Bunyan looking ass.
Oh, this is a great hat.
Look at you.
Did I get these in there? This
You look good.
It's a phenomenal hat. If I roll the back up, I can hear everything. And now I'm out just fucking...
Do the flaps go all the way up?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's the look. That's the look you have to do.
It's a little Russian.
It is a little Russian, but I
With
think
the
it looks
Ukraine
good.
thing going on.
Oh, yeah, it's a touchy subject.
Yeah.
Have you seen what they're fucking doing over there with the bomb drones?
No. What?
So they've like,
What's up?
there's a new style of warfare that's happening, right? Because it's incredibly cheap on a military standpoint. What they do is they like literally just get a cheap drone that you can remote fly from your phone, and they attach a little string on the bottom and just have a hand grenade.
I did hear about this.
Sitting-
Like the drones that people buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all they do is they just fly these over trenches and just drop a hand grenade.
Yeah, I heard about this. It's actually going really well, though.
It's incredibly effective.
Ukraine's like beating the shit out of Russia with that.
Well, they're both using it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I follow this. This is kind of morbid. There's like a subreddit called Combat Footage. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Okay.
It's just people recording combat footage. I find it interesting.
Yeah.
But there's like this Russian one, and they're flying a little drone with a little grenade, and you can see it on the camera. And they find an air tube coming out of like an underground bunker that Ukraine's using, and it's just like PVC pipe like coming out of the ground. And he fucking lines up this grenade to go down the air tube, and then just ting, drops it straight down. And I was like, this is fucking...
That's crazy.
This is crazy. You know when people were talking about... So when you talk about like war throughout the ages, there's like pivotal points, right?
Yeah.
Like when having a great navy was like all you needed. And then having like... When people started flying, like having an air force was incredibly game-changing and stuff. And then when we got like jets, that became incredibly game-changing. I think fucking drones are going to be the next thing for sure. You know what I mean? Unmanned
drones... The U.S. started with drones a while ago.
Yeah.
And ever since, it's not gone away. It's very, very important for being able to, like, hit people remotely. It also saves, like, lives. It's part of what's made... I'm sorry, guys. It's part of what's made the army, like, much less effective.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of point in using the army anymore if you can just fly a drone or a jet over and bomb the shit out of someone.
Exactly.
Well, what's the point in
the
sending
difference
in
between
ground troops?
You know the difference between a Taliban base and an elementary school?
Jesus.
I don't know, man. I just fly the drone.
Holy fuck. Oh my God.
So I got a story for you. You're going to like this. 5 police officers have been fired for a sex scandal in Tennessee. Okay?
Okay.
Because it's 4 male cops and 1 female cop at Laverne Police Department.
Oh, I did hear about this.
For having crazy fucking drinking and fucking parties at the police station.
Yeah.
They were just running trains on this girl.
Was she into it, though?
Yeah, totally consensual.
Okay.
She was just like fucking and sucking every dude at this police department. They have videos of them just pouring vodka down each other's throats on shift. They were like fucking in the police gym. They were fucking in cop cars. They would have parties at each other's houses where they would all start fucking each other. Shit. And so they're all getting fired because it all came out, right?
Yeah.
They found out about this. And the girl has a husband who was unaware of all of this. And he's staying with her.
You bitch.
I don't know.
Oh my. All right. So
I can't believe him. Big fan of her. I think she's having a great time.
She's doing her thing in life.
She is doing her.
And obviously she's doing it well because he was like, she's getting plowed by everyone at the police station.
Yeah.
It must be magical pussy for him to be like, I'm not leaving. we're gonna work this one out. You know what I mean?
That shit has gotta be golden.
Well, it was good enough for all those guys to risk their job for it.
Yeah, this shit's
and
gotta
then for
be
him to
crazy.
be like, I'll put up with it. That's fine.
Could you imagine though the news when this breaks, like him just sitting at home?
Be like, damn.
Someone I asked the other day that Work was good. Work was good. Sounds like work was fucking great.
Yeah. You gotta wonder, like some of these small towns, man, some of what's going on in some little county in the States
Yeah.
there's crazier shit than this going on.
For sure. This is just the stuff that comes to light.
This is why I can't stand when people are like, oh yeah, I'm not big on conspiracy theories. They think everything is normal everywhere and that people who believe in conspiracy theories are blowing it out of proportion. It's like, you're fucking insane for thinking that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, think about the shit like this comes out. Or like the random stuff that comes out. You know? You think there's not fucking weird sex clubs that are built into
There are
like
totally
corporate
weird
life?
sex clubs.
There's
everywhere.
no way.
Could you imagine though, like you tried to call the cops in this town and it took them like an hour to get there, and you're just like sitting there, I'm like, what are they fucking doing?
Yeah,
like
yeah, they're all.
Sorry,
at the
I'll
police
respond to
station.
that call. I need to suck 3 dudes first.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Or like
That
I
shit's
can't
way
respond
common.
to this call. I'm pouring vodka down an officer's throat right now. Like I gotta go.
Fucking insane, actually.
Insane, but dude, totally corporate. Anyway,
corporate
there's
lives,
there's crazy sex parties all
there's
the time.
gotta be.
Do you know?
There's too much money floating around, and too much like.
Coke, Molly.
Yeah,
Like,
just
there's too much of that.
and just debauchery. Like people are just insane.
Okay, because people have been fucking each other forever,
Yeah,
obviously, right? And it's like a relatively modern thing that you're monogamous.
yeah.
That's relatively modern. Like if you look at human, like the time span that humans have been on this planet, we've been monogamous for like a very small part of it. For most of history, we've just been fucking each other.
I
all
saw
the
a
time.
whole thing on this talking about like what is recent evolution, and they talked about some really interesting stuff that they were like, if you look at the time of like Homo erectus,
Yeah,
like bipedal.
I'll show you a Homo erectus.
I bet you will. Talking about like bipedal humans and
Yeah.
like what we would consider modern humans. The vast majority of our time, we've been like hunting, fighting, and fucking.
That's all we do.
That's all we do. Is
We're
like
built for it.
Yeah, we're built to fucking run around and hunt things.
Yeah.
And we're smarter. Like we are not predator shaped. We're just good at hunting.
Yeah.
With tools, right? We're really good at it. And then combat has been a thing forever.
Yeah.
They don't find ancient skeletons and stuff that don't have like obvious combat wounds.
Yeah.
Where like they have massive
bones
calcification from bone repairing and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like, and then fucking like, man, most of human history, we've been just like these crazy orgy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
It's only super recently that we're like, killing animals is bad.
And we should get married.
Yeah, we should be with one person and we want peace on earth.
That's
And
relatively
it's like,
recent.
nah.
So there's something tucked away in our brain that is like,
Still wants
if
it.
you enter a room with 90 people you can fuck, you're going to want to do it.
Fuck them.
Right?
Yeah.
So I feel like, did you know that London is known as a swingers town?
What?
We have a sizable swingers community. There's a bar that I won't mention. There's a bar. It's a very popular bar.
Type it in your phone.
There's a very popular bar. Hold on, I gotta type this down.
Really?
Downtown that has swingers night.
What?
Yeah. There's,
Is it official to the bar?
it's not
or it
official
just
to the bar,
happens
but
and
it's
they
a
know
booked
what's going on?
event that happens the first Monday of every month. About 45 swingers rent a room in this bar and just have,
Like 45 swinger couples?
yeah, it's a big
Oh,
event.
that's pretty big.
And they all hang out and they exchange the car keys and then they all go their separate ways at the end of the night.
With someone else's wife.
Yes.
Wow.
There's a very big swingers community in London.
How bored do you have to be to get into swinging? Like, I'm just going to put this out there. I just got to put this out there. Like, How little amount of hobbies do you have that your number one thing to get into on the first Monday of every month is getting your wife fucked by someone else?
Are you saying that the only thing stopping you from swinging is hobbies?
Is boredom.
It's like, if you were bored enough, you'd be like, yeah, well, we could do something new today.
I think if I was super bored in life, then I would have less like life force inside of me, and I would be like,
life force?
Yeah, I would just give up and be like, fuck it, I don't care.
Well, it's not just about your girlfriend or your wife fucking someone else. It's about you fucking someone else's wife as well.
Yeah.
Which, that's cool.
Yeah.
Your wife getting fucked, not so cool.
Cool.
But I mean, I wish there was a way we could do swinging, but it's only me.
Yeah, it's called cheating. Been also happening for centuries.
Yeah. Babe, I didn't cheat on you. We're a swinger couple. You just don't know about it.
Remember how we talked about swinging? Yeah, well, I went to the swinger parties. I just didn't bring you.
I don't know if you could do that. Just like show up to the swinger party. I'm like, whose wife?
You definitely can. Don't tell me a bunch of these guys aren't fucking cucks.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean?
Or you could just be like a gigolo.
I guess, yeah, just getting pimped out.
But sounds like a nice
speaking
life.
of hobbies, on a happier note.
Yeah. What's happier than this?
I was out trapping beaver the other day.
So were all the guys at the swingers club.
No. No.
You're out trapping beaver.
I partook in Canadian heritage. I was trapping beaver.
I don't
hold up. Our
buddy
Brian Robinson.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
At Brian Ogden.
Yes.
Yeah. So, he was talking to me about. He was like, last time I talked to him, he's like, "Oh man, you have so many hobbies. It's ridiculous." And I was like, "You know what? You're right. I need to find a new hobby."
You have so many hobbies. You're like, not enough.
Not enough. It's like, you know what? You're right, more. Brian. I need to find another one. And then I was like, you know what? This is solid. Canadian heritage. I'm going to get into trapping.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I'm excited to eat this beaver. We got a probably 50-pound beaver. I got like a 50-pound beaver. It's fucking sick.
My man's eating beaver.
Yeah, I'm so stoked about it. We got pelts. I'm going to make a wallet. I'm going to make a wallet out of the tail.
Are you really?
Yeah, I knew that you would love this. It's just never-ending humor.
This is fucking great.
Yeah. So I'm going to make a wallet out of the tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
you gonna make a hat?
A beaver wallet, I think, is what the term is. Right? And I want to make a hat. I want to get enough that I can make a hat, and then so I can have like keep my head warm in the beaver. And I also want to. I would like to make some mitts because there's nothing more that I love than keeping my fingers warm and some warm beaver. I like a warm beaver to keep my fingers warm. I just had to get all those out.
You know what we should do in the summer?
What?
Hunt for clam.
We should go out to the East Coast and go for clam.
I love eating clams.
I love eating clams. They're delicious. Josh did try oyster for the first time, though, for the record.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if we talked about it on the show.
Eating oyster? I was so scared of raw oysters, and I think I ate one when I was like 10.
Just be careful you don't get paralytic shellfish poisoning from red tide.
Why don't tell me these fucking things, man?
Oh, no, it's only.
I just started liking this shit. How am I supposed to know it's got a parasite?
You're not gonna get it. You only have it if you go and like pick it yourself, and there's a red tide warning, and it didn't get all the red tide out of it. So like, just don't go where there's red tide.
Well, I'm definitely not getting my own oysters. That's not something I'll be doing.
Well, I will get them.
All right, I'll just watch.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible. But I was like, I probably ate one when I was younger, hated it, and then just have like had it ingrained in my mind.
That you don't like
my
them?
whole adult life that I don't like them. 25 years old, try an oyster. It's incredible. I see why people do this.
Yeah.
Right? It's so fresh.
Oh, yeah, they're amazing.
My appreciation of seafood has gone a long way. I love seafood.
Seafood, hands down, is like my favorite protein.
Yeah, it's just we live in a shit spot for it.
Yeah.
We're just so far from oceans.
Do you want to try beaver?
Yeah.
Yeah? You want to?
Oh, buddy, I've tried beaver.
No, I actually think we should try beaver. I think it'd be
Have
sick.
you gotten any yet?
Yeah, dude. I went out,
Sorry, I was too busy laughing at
we set a trap Friday night, and then Saturday after work we had a 50-pound beaver.
50 pounds?
Yeah,
They're that big?
Trapping is incredibly efficient. They're huge. He's like this big.
I thought beavers
just
were like...
his body is
what?
like this. Just his body, and then he's got a big tail on the end.
They're like 3 feet long?
Yeah, close to, yeah.
I thought they were like the size of a cat.
No, they're fucking huge and scary. I would not fuck with a beaver.
How big are their fucking teeth then? Like fucking...
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
It makes sense. Damn.
And
Nice.
their hands,
Hands?
their front paws are like big claws, and they can grab stuff because they grab twigs and shit, right?
Yeah.
They're crazy.
Can they walk on 2 legs?
Yeah, they can waddle around with their tail, and they grab stuff.
Oh, the tail holds them down?
The tail holds them forward, and they like arch back, and they walk with their... Dude, I was amazed. I spread open the back paws on this thing, and its back paw, all webbed, is about the size of my hand. They have enormous feet. They're big.
Damn, I thought they were like small animals. I thought they were like...
No, and I didn't realize I've been learning. You're gonna nature time. So there's more beavers in Ontario now than when Christopher Columbus landed. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's
We're
actually
swimming
insane.
in beaver.
Swimming in beaver, but so it's because we like changed how they breed.
Okay.
They used to only produce maybe 1 pup a year.
Okay.
Right? And so like they're still destructive and they alter a landscape really fast.
Yes.
But their numbers weren't crazy huge. They weren't like fucking going nuts with population. They started trapping them like motherfuckers, and they responded really quick to this. And evolutionarily, like some of them will produce up to 4 pups a year.
Okay.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
So like a beaver dam, like a house, not the dam, but the house part that they're in. It's called a beaver house.
Do they live in
or
the
a
dam?
lodge. No.
They have a separate home.
Yeah. So you see, people don't know about beavers.
So why do they build the dam then?
Okay. Beavers are driven insane by running water.
Yes, we've talked about this.
We've talked about this.
They hate it.
They hate the sound of running water. So they'll just keep damming it up. So what they do is they go up to a creek, they dam it,
Yeah.
and then the creek backs up, and it'll start flowing around the outside of their dam. They extend the dam, build it up. And they'll keep doing that. They'll flood out like an entire acre. Acres of land that they'll flood because they just keep building and building and building. The dam that we're working on right now, it's on our buddy's property.
Yeah.
You know him. Who lives out right across from Medway.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? That I work with. His dam has to be like the dam on his property and the creek, just for perspective, the creek's about this wide.
Yeah.
And the dam and how much water is there, I'd say it's probably 180 feet across.
Damn.
Yeah, dam for real.
Damn for real.
It is enormous. Like you're looking at the other side and it's like this over there. Like it's fucking far away. And they just dam the entire thing, holding back water. And damming it up.
Is it because they want to have like a pool of water to eat shit out of?
Yes.
Okay. It's not just because they're driven insane by water.
No, it is because it literally drives them insane.
But that's an evolutionary thing.
It's an evolutionary thing that it drives them nuts. Because they do things in Algonquin Park because people don't like them trapping beavers, which is stupid. But
wasn't trapping considered a little inhumane?
No. A conibear trap snaps down on the 3rd vertebrae and kills them instantly.
Okay.
Footholds, I don't like footholds.
Is that where they just like...
That's where it grabs their foot, and the beaver's instinct, when it gets bit, is to dive into the water.
Oh, it
and
drowns
so it dives down, and then it doesn't drown. Beavers don't drown. Another fact about beavers.
They don't have gills, though.
Beavers don't drown. Beavers don't have the same reflexes we do. They will not let go of their breath underwater.
But I mean, the oxygen's got to run out at some point.
They just die. They will suffocate themselves.
They'll suffocate.
Yeah, they will not breathe underwater.
So you drown in beaver, beavers don't drown.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm telling you, no joke, you can take a beaver that's underwater out, that's like died in a foothold trap, and there will be no water in the lungs. Even after death, it just stays closed.
Oh, okay, so that's why it's inhumane, because they suffocate to death.
Because they suffocate, yeah.
Okay, that's not nice.
Yeah, it's not very nice. The conibears are what we're using. And it just like, doof, and they're dead right away. Immediately.
And then it doesn't fuck up the coat or anything, or the meat?
No.
I gotcha.
Yeah, but okay, so back to the fucking lodges and shit.
Yeah.
Because the dam's crazy. Like, how fast they work is actually insane.
They're little busy fellas.
Man, I saw when I was in the military, like any of the engineering trades, on their badge has a beaver. And,
because they work quick and they build shit?
Because they're hard workers and they build things. And I was like, oh, that's kind of funny, like Canadian little thing. So you're like, your trade badge has a little beaver on it if you're in an engineering trade.
See, it makes sense to us here. That's got to be funny on a global scale.
They're like, a fucking beaver? They don't get it, right?
Like, you're just in Europe or fucking Africa or something, working NATO forces, and the Canadians show up, and there's little beavers.
On the edge.
How's it going, bud? And you're like, oh, fuck, the Canadians are here.
No, but so they're
combat units have a fucking goose on it or something.
Oh yeah. No, it's like
that makes sense.
I think they have pronghorns on a lot of them.
Oh, okay.
Like speed goats.
Oh, okay.
From Saskatchewan.
Okay. It would make sense. A Canada goose, I feel, would be a pretty good.
Terrible.
They're aggressive.
They suck.
Territorial.
Those are sky carp.
Well, like, I hate them here. But if anyone not from Canada was to talk shit about them, I'd defend them.
I would defend them
with my life.
Yeah,
right.
With my life.
To other Canadians, though, I will talk shit about them because they suck.
Yeah, they get shit everywhere.
They get shit everywhere, and the one thing I hate about them is they're weirdly still. Because I walk by them all the time, and they'll stand there like perfectly still. And you can see them
like just
and their eyes,
their head.
Yeah, they'll just scan you.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you planning? They're planning something.
They're scheming. All right, hold up. So the dam, to explain the dam, that's right.
That's where we were going.
The dam, they dam it up so that there's another thing. The only thing they eat is the white stuff under the bark.
Okay.
That's all they eat.
They don't eat fish or anything?
They're not into eating fish and shit. They'll eat like bugs and stuff sometimes, but they just eat pulp. So, like, you know when you're a kid and you peel off, like, bark, the white shit on the inside of the bark, the stringy stuff, that's all they eat. Tons of it.
Fucking weird animals, man.
Isn't it? And, like, twigs and shit. They'll munch on twigs because it's predominantly that
How
stuff.
much wood does a beaver devour?
Tons. Tons of it.
Tons? Would you say 6 inches an hour of wood that these beavers just swallow up?
Just gobble it.
Just gobble it?
Fucking... But yeah, fucking.
It takes a lot of wood to keep a beaver satisfied.
It's hard to keep a beaver satisfied. They have to keep going.
Damn near impossible to keep a beaver satisfied.
Damn near impossible.
Fuck, we're on a roll.
But
we're on a roll. That's a pussy joke again, everybody.
They dam it up to get so that they can get to more wood. Do you know what I mean? They stop the flow of water to flood it out, so that they can go to new wood without having to get out on land.
Oh, I guess that's when they're vulnerable.
That's when they get eaten by like coyotes and stuff, as if they're walking
they gotta
on land because they're slow, right?
Fat.
But in the water, they're fast as fuck.
I bet that tail is just like...
No, it just goes do-do-do, and then their back feet, and they run on the bottom.
Oh, they don't swim? They run on the bottom?
No, they can swim really fast. You'll see them, but they'll jump down and then like run on the bottom. They're quick. Super quick.
What a sick animal.
Yeah.
They don't make them like that anymore. Good old hard-working blue-collar animal.
Hard-working beavers.
Blue-collar fucking working-class animal.
You gotta
love it.
I got a lot of respect for the beaver.
They don't make animals like they used to. It's the Joe Montana of animals.
It really is.
The Dan Marino of animals.
If you're Canadian, you should go out and look at a beaver today.
As a matter of fact, in the episode description, I'll leave some websites where you can look at beaver all day long. Fuck, that is a gold mine of content. Good
I know.
one.
I love the beavers. I'm going to keep trapping. We'll think of more. Yeah.
Keep trapping or keep like trapping?
Keep trapping.
You know what I mean?
The beaver.
The beaver trap house.
Yeah. This hat's mink, though.
Is it mink?
Are you serious?
Is it for real mink?
Hold up. Let's see what it says. Wool. Oh, sorry. It's muskrat fur. This is muskrat fur.
Okay. That's
It's
a nice
soft,
hat.
eh?
That is soft.
Yeah.
I knew a buddy who worked at a mink farm
Really?
when I was like in my teenage
The
years.
one out by Lucan that the PETA people let them all go from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a horribly
That was-
sad place.
That was, yeah, but that was the stupidest thing you could possibly do.
What, introducing animals to a habitat they're not native to?
Introducing like 400,000 of them to one tiny little area. Do you know nothing about mink, you dumb PETA motherfucker?
Obviously,
They're like
they know nothing about
lethal predators.
Yeah.
They're
like
so good at killing.
They're like wild cats if you like made them sleek.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you're like,
And
oh, you know
even-
what? Like a fucking couple 100,000 of them go.
You're gonna let the population of London's worth of minks just out into the middle
out
of
in
nowhere.
one field.
Yeah,
You know,
just
like-
see what happens. But I guess, I guess it was a super, super sad place to work
Oh, it would
because they're
be.
kind of cute.
They're adorable.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Well, how did they farm them? Was it like a little world for them set up in there? That's what I imagine.
No,
I imagine
it was cages and cages and cages.
I imagine it being like this little, like a miniature northern Ontario,
Like a TV
with
set?
a ravine. Yeah, and it's like, and it's got rock features everywhere, and they're all running around. They're really happy,
and they're
then
playing with each other.
every day they come in and like take a couple of them, and none of them really know.
All the old ones that are sick.
yeah,
The minks volunteer to be turned into coats.
yeah. That's how I.
You don't have
imagine
to
it.
get farmed if you don't want to, and a mink will come up and be like, I would love to be a coat.
I want to be a scarf.
I want to be a scarf on a rich lady's neck. And you go, okay, and then they pick them up, and then they put them down in a nice little chair, and they play its favorite music,
And it dies.
and it just dies of natural causes, and they go, well, it would be a waste not to turn you into a
That's
coat.
how I imagine.
That's how
a mink's
it's
life.
definitely not rows and rows of cages that are too small, full of disease.
Is it actually?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
They go
on
insane.
a real note, I genuinely believed that it was like a movie set in there. I genuinely
Like
was
the
like, they
Sound of
must
Music?
have like a huge rock face and stuff with running water for them to like play and hunt.
Their natural food source also
Yeah, like
running
all
through
in there. Yeah, not
No.
like just cages. That's horrible.
Just cages.
We
And
should stop that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I think there's like I think it's like chickens too, where only one like sex of them is preferable,
Oh yeah, chickens is only females.
only females, and I think it's the same thing with minks because the males don't have as good of a coat, so they keep a few around for breeding purposes, and then if like the babies come out and they're males, they're just chucked.
Wow.
Like, have you ever seen the fucking the baby chicks sorting machine that they have at like chicken farms?
Yeah.
And if it's like a male, they just check it and then throw it into a meat grinder.
Yeah, I know.
Like
And it goes
meat.
into dog food.
It's so
fucked up.
fucked up.
I know.
Because they're chicks. They're so cute. They're like, bah, bah, and they're like, into the food processor. Like, the worst way to go. You're alive for like 2 minutes.
They're like, oh, I'm flying. Like,
just like horror beyond your imagination.
dude, it's
ground up.
fucked. It's fucked up. I don't love farming like that. This
No,
is
me
why,
neither.
like,
I get where the animal rights people come from on shit like that.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
this is where I don't understand how like really big human rights people don't support hunting and trapping. I don't understand it because
I mean, like getting hunted in your own habitat sounds much better than a farm.
that's what I'm saying. People are like, they're dying. Like, yeah, but people are going to eat meat one way or another. Or like mink. People are gonna ask for mink. Look at all these douchebag artists,
Yeah.
you know, that use fucking mink for paintbrushes. Like, there's a demand for mink.
There is.
But wouldn't you rather mink be supplied by trappers where like these mink lead normal lives and then they just die like that
Yeah.
out in the wild one day? This is what people don't understand. Those mink in the wild are gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
Something's gonna kill them
Yeah.
eventually. You know what I mean? Like, mink don't die of natural causes. They get slow and something eats them. Like that, they don't fucking just, oh, he was an old mink with a cane and he died.
Surrounded by his family.
Yeah, no, that doesn't happen. He gets fucking, one day he just doesn't come home because he gets murdered. That's what happens all the time in the wild.
That's kind of like us, though.
What?
Well, I mean, it's
Punks?
life. You either kill or be killed.
Yeah.
Which one are you gonna be?
Well, when
You know what I
when
mean?
I go to a punk show, I just fucking
You
kill.
just kill?
Yeah. Just murder him.
Me and Christian are of the kill. Y'all might be the be killed, but me and Chris are the kill.
They gotta be careful if they're being killed. Gotta be careful.
Gotta be careful. I'll kill a fool.
I do
Okay.
have one last thing.
All right,
I forgot about it.
Is it happy?
I think so.
All right.
Oh yeah, it is. It's funny as fuck.
All right. Lay it on me.
There's been a big movement that's going on in government and in the UN. Oh my god, the UN. Oh my god, the United Nations. So, people who, you fucking donkeys. I want to preface, you're a donkey who I'm about to talk about. You're donkeys.
Okay.
In fact, I don't even know if you're donkeys because that's mildly insulting to donkeys.
Oh shit.
That
Chris is
bad.
about to go in.
There's a bunch of people who live in the red light district in Amsterdam.
Yes.
They live there full time.
It's just a part of town. Yep.
Yeah. They complain that there is too much partying happening in the red light district.
Fuck off.
And then they're trying to legitimately have Amsterdam as a whole turned into like a dry city. And there's
Not a chance.
There's legitimate like movement behind it. That they're trying to have like all the cafes and stuff that they're like not able to sell weed. There'll only be one legal supplier and they'll designate who gets it.
So boring.
I was like, are you kidding me? You're taking like a fucking world-renowned staple for partying and you're bitching because you live there? You know what you should do if you live in the red light district? Move out.
Yeah.
It's
I live on the Las Vegas Strip and it's too bright.
Yeah, like what the fuck
What do you
kind of
mean?
dumbassery is that? I was actually like, this is the dumbest thing. We live downtown. Both of us live downtown within a stone's throw of Richmond Row.
Yes.
I don't complain that it's too loud and people are partying.
Yeah, that's
because
what
it's
happens
just part
here.
of what happens. I chose to
Do you know
live
how much
here.
money the Netherlands brings in specifically from
On
Amsterdam
just
tourism?
Amsterdam. It's ridiculous.
That's so silly.
Man, the fact that these people, I was like, really? And they're like, yeah, and they're complaining that like prostitution is too prevalent. I'm like, you're in the red light district.
You're in the
where
hooker zone.
prostitution is legal.
Today I will
Like-
move to the hooker zone and get mad that there's hookers here.
Yeah, like what the fuck? What kind of self-entitled
You know what
bullshit
happens?
is this?
You know what happens with these people? These people 30 years ago were fun. These people 30 years ago would have gone crazy for a fucking weed cafe and a blowjob from a hooker.
Yeah.
And then they get old and they get bitter, and then they go, "Well, I've lived here my whole life,
Yeah,
and I
'cause
don't like this anymore."
These are the dumbasses
And
that
I-
wanted to party all the time and live there, and now they have kids and they have to bitch about it.
And now they get to bitch about it. That's all it is. I really doubt the government of Amsterdam or the Netherlands will do anything about
We'll
this.
see. We'll see. It's in talks.
It,
like heavily.
it would be incredibly sad.
It would. I actually have debated going there before it's done.
Babe, I have to go to the red light district.
Not the red light.
Babe.
Not the red light district. Going to.
Before it's gone.
I would go see it. Why would you not go see it?
I would go see it.
I'm terrified of diseases. Terrified.
Okay, this is the thing with European brothels, though. Okay?
Yeah.
This isn't just like prostitutes in North America. These girls all have to be tested regularly
Yeah,
because
but
it's
dude,
legal.
what about the guy who fucked her before you? What if he fucking put AIDS in there? Now you're gonna get AIDS. on your
Nobody is fucking a prostitute bareback.
dick. Okay, man.
Nobody's doing
I'm just
that.
saying. There's no way of knowing for sure.
Maybe prostitutes just aren't your thing, Chris.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I've seen how you are around strippers. I can't imagine you around a prostitute.
I'd be like,
So you got any kids? I bet you do. Oh, crazy weather we've been having.
oh man.
All right. And on that note, I want y'all to stay reasonable. Keep doubting. Stay tuned. We got big things coming up in the next couple episodes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to tease it. I want to tease it. I want to get too many details. I just
Okay,
want them
no,
excited.
but we will say two episodes from now, we are coming up on our
1 year anniversary.
our 1 year anniversary, and we will be doing a party out somewhere. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned for the details.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Super cool.
Anyone who
underground
listens, I
party.
don't care. I'm gonna put out. You can come meet us at a bar. Anyone
Okay.
who listens, you can
It'll
come
be a
meet
super
us.
cool underground party. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
There's
we'll
gonna
be
be
out
hookers
somewhere.
there. There's gonna be swingers there. There's gonna be beaver there.
None of those
It's gonna
things.
be
Maybe
fucking-
beaver.
No girls allowed.
No girls allowed.
All right, take care. Love you all.
Thank you so much.
Brush your
folks.
teeth. Bye.
It's down white boy.
That was a good one.